In this next example, the company claims that the standard deviation of the lengths of time it takes an incoming telephone call to be transferred to the correct office is less than 1.4 minutes. We have a random sample of 25 with a standard deviation of 1.1 minutes. At an alpha level of 0.1, is there enough evidence to support the company's claim? The claim is that the standard deviation is less than 1.4 minutes. That means the null hypothesis is greater than or equal to 1.4 minutes, which would be normal. So this is what we're trying to show. We know n is 25. We know our alpha is 0.10, and we know s is equal to 1.1. The degrees of freedom is 24. We've got a one-tailed, left-tailed test. And we need to find our chi-square value from the table using 24 degrees of freedom, and an alpha of 0.1 gives us 15.659. Now we need to look at our actual data. So find the chi-square value. We take our n minus 1 times our standard deviation squared of our sample divided by our claim of 1.4 squared. That gives us 14.81632653. That is definitely within the shaded region. Therefore, we reject the null hypothesis. There is enough evidence to show that the standard deviation of the length of time for a call to be transferred to the correct office is less than 1.4 minutes. So their claim was correct. There is enough evidence to show that theirs is an unusually quick time for that call to be processed. And the last example, a sporting goods manufacturer claims that the variance of the strength in a certain fishing line is 15.9. The random sample of 15 shows that it has a variance of 21.8. So we need a null hypothesis and an alternate hypothesis. They want us to show that their claim is 15.9. So the variance equals 15.9. We're supposed to show that the variance does not equal 15.9. So this time we have a two-tailed test, a left and a right tail. This is half of alpha, or 0.025. This is half of alpha. That means I need a chi-square of the left and a chi-square of the right. Those two values are 5.629 and 26.119 from the table. using degrees of freedom of 14. So this is 5.629. This is 26.119. So if our value is greater than 26.119 or less than 5.629, then we can reject the claim. Our actual chi-squared value is going to be 15 minus 1 times our variance, 21.8, divided by our claim, which is 15.9, which ends up to be 19.1949685, which is somewhere in here, which is not in the shaded region, which means we fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is not enough evidence to show the variance of the strength of the fishing line is not 15.9. And that's our last example from chapter 7. You're going to do page 420, 3 through 23 odds to practice doing chi-square hypothesis testing. Let me know if you have any questions.